Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Imagine waiting up to 2 weeks after testing to find out whether you have COVID-19. That is happening in some places. Tonight, we're learning why.
A local mother is accusing a DPD sergeant of using his badge as leverage in exchange for sex. That Detroit mother filing a lawsuit against the sergeant and the city. It all started when she called DPD for help with a domestic incident. Then she says the responding officer found something in her past and exploited it. Defender Sean Lay live with a look at some very serious accusations. Sean.
This lawsuit filed yesterday. We started asking DPD questions about it early this morning. They just got back to us with this statement saying, we normally do not comment on pending litigation, but we opened up an internal investigation and Sergeant Ronald Gibson, the man who's being sued here, recently submitted his resignation paperwork. Here's the story.
Instead of the police helping her, she is coerced into performing sexual activities for this Detroit police sergeant.
That Detroit police sergeant is named Ronald Gibson. Tonight he is facing those shocking allegations from a single mom who called police for help on Christmas Day 2017. In a lawsuit just filed against Gibson, DPD, and the city, the 28-year-old mom of 3 says a domestic violence situation was unfolding at her home with the father of her kids, and she called 911. In the lawsuit, she says Sergeant Gibson responded. Through her attorneys, the woman says Gibson told her she had a warrant. He had to arrest her, take her away from her kids. In her lawsuit, the woman alleges Sergeant Gibson gave her an unthinkable choice. He could make that warrant go away if she performed sex acts on him.
To put a woman in a position where she has to choose between these unconscionable acts and being there with her kids is a decision that I believe is the most cruel decision I have ever heard of.
She had to perform for him at least half a dozen times, and she complained. She did not stay quiet about this. She complained to his supervisor and explained the situation that was happening, and she was told it would be addressed, it'd be taken care of. Shortly after that, her call stopped being returned, and they wouldn't give her any input into what was happening with it, and she continued to suffer.
Back here live, now she has filed suit. Both attorneys for the plaintiff here telling us they looked everywhere for this warrant that Sergeant Gibson allegedly said he had on this woman. They can't find a warrant anywhere. They think perhaps he may have allegedly made that part up to scare her and then continue on with this alleged behavior. We are live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4 News, Defenders.
Okay, Sean. Now an update to breaking news we've been following from Warren. A 10-year-old boy killed by gunfire at the Warren Manor Apartments on DeQuinder, that's just north of 8 Mile. Victor Williams is live at Warren PD, where several children were brought in there to answer some questions about what happened. Victor, when we spoke to you earlier, police didn't say very much about the circumstances. Is that still the case?
Yes, that is still the case in a sense, Kimberly. They're not sure if this was an accidental shooting or if it was intentional, but you did mention those children that were brought here to the police station for questioning, and we've been told that there may be another one out there that they're looking for in the city of Detroit.
I could have been killed. You know, it was like 1 minute I'm just sitting there and I heard a gunshot.
A 10-year-old little boy is now dead after being shot in the chest at Warren Manor apartment complex on DeQuinder. We're told by Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer that 8 people consisting of 7 juveniles were taken into the station for questioning after they refused to cooperate with authorities on the scene.
There was no supervision in there. It was like at least 10 to 12 children in there by themselves. Even if they came across a gun, where was the supervision? And in like gun safety, why wasn't it in the lockbox?
Neighbors watched the tragic scene unfolding, one person from as close as across the hallway.
So I get up and I run to the door and I look out the peephole. All you see is just little children under the age like 5 and then up to like 17, and they just screaming, hollering, and then next you know, one of them come out talking about, oh, get the guns out, get the guns out.
Now, from what we understand, there was a 17-year-old that was in the apartment during the shooting. She was also brought here to the police station for questioning, but at this point we have not heard anything about the parents, but this is still under investigation. Reporting live in Warren, Victor Williams, Local 4. Back to you.
A lot of questions remain. Okay, Victor, thanks.
We've got the potential for some storms tonight across the metro area.
That we do. Ben's keeping a close eye on things in the weather office. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Kim and Devin. Yeah, it's been a soupy one. You can cut that air with a knife out there, but we have been seeing a few downpours. Some spots have been getting some rain. Most of us have not. Here's Storm Tracker 4, Tuscola County. You can see that cell that was stronger out over Saginaw Bay. It's really weakened. In fact, we don't even have any lightning strikes out there right now. A couple more downpours there, northeast Sandusky, and that is it. We are looking at dry conditions elsewhere. Still maybe the possibility of a couple cells popping up here before a cold front runs through within the next hour plus. And then beyond that, maybe a couple sprinkles around before midnight, and then we are all done. Temperatures tonight into the 70s. Humidity does start to drop tomorrow, but it comes roaring back over the weekend, and so do those 90-degree highs. We'll look at the heat and humidity coming back in just a few minutes. Don't forget to download our local forecasters app. It's got tonight's rain and, of course, all that heat. It's free in your app store by searching WDIV. Guys?
Investigators take more than 100 roosters from a River Rouge home as part of a cockfighting investigation. Michigan Humane Society and state police raided the home this morning, taking the roosters away in boxes and loading them into vans. Humane Society says it doesn't think cockfights were actually held at the home, but that roosters were bred and kept there. No one's been arrested thus far. Investigators say they've been looking into this home for weeks. The Humane Society tells us it is taking the birds to one of its facilities for veterinary care. The number of new COVID-19 cases in Michigan taking a small dip today.
Yeah, the state is reporting 523 new cases, which is down 50 from Tuesday. Sadly, that comes with 6 more deaths. Just south of here, the state of Ohio is putting a mandatory mask order in place. Starting tomorrow, you're required to wear a mask any place in Ohio that isn't a residence.
And it was confirmed today that Arts Beats and Eats, traditionally, of course, taking place in Royal Oak over the Labor Day weekend, has been canceled for 2020 in the interest of public safety. Now, President Trump holding his daily coronavirus news briefing, streaming right now, by the way, on clickondetroit.com. And the president announcing a deal with Pfizer to distribute 100 million doses of a coronavirus vaccine once it's approved.
Hopefully the approval process will go very quickly, and we think we have a winner there. We also think we have other companies right behind that are doing very well in the vaccines, long ahead of schedule. As part of Operation Warp Speed, this agreement will also ensure that we receive an additional 500 million doses shortly thereafter. This is another crucial step in our effort to develop, manufacture, and distribute a vaccine in record-breaking time.
Much more on the president's coronavirus briefing coming up on NBC Nightly News. You'll see it right here at 6:30.
Well, it's a popular refrain. If you want a test, you can get a test. And that seems to be true for the most part. The problem is in getting the results of the tests. Across the country, there are widespread reports of serious delays. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with what's going on locally. Hi, Doc.
Hey, Kim. Yeah, testing is not only important for peace of mind, it's critical to control the outbreak. People need to know if they're infected so they can properly isolate and their contacts can be notified. Any delay beyond a few days really renders the test useless for that purpose.
Test and trace. It's a pillar of our public health response to COVID-19, but at present, testing is falling especially short across the country. According to its website, Quest Diagnostics, one of the largest laboratory corporations in the U.S., is currently taking over 2 days for high-priority patients. Those include hospitalized, acute care, and pre-operative people, as well as symptomatic healthcare workers. For everyone else, COVID-19 test results take more than 7 days, or in some cases, even as long as 2 weeks. LabCorp and other national testing corporations said on July 19th their tests are taking an average of 3 to 5 days from the time of specimen pickup. Demand for testing has dramatically increased in parts of the country that are experiencing a surge. The problem is that many independent labs and urgent care centers, along with pharmacy chains like CVS and Rite Aid, have partnered with national testing labs to process their samples, which not only bakes a delay in for specimen shipment, but it also adds to the backlog for these national labs. If you want a faster result on a COVID-19 test, check with local facilities performing tests in their own labs. For example, the Henry Ford Health System is able to complete their tests within 24 hours. A Henry Ford physician prescription is required, though.
Now, according to the state of Michigan, their lab turnaround is generally only 1 day. The Michigan Department of Health actually has a testing locator on the coronavirus page of their website. Also, you can use the filter on their website to find sites that are no cost, don't require a doctor's prescription, and even test asymptomatic individuals. Back to you.
Okay, Doc, we appreciate it.
A voting rights law could be renamed after the late Congressman John Lewis. Senators Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow of Michigan, just two of the lawmakers reintroducing that proposal. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act would restore protections from the Voting Rights Act of 1965, weakened by a 2013 U.S. Supreme Court ruling. In December, Lewis presided over the House passing the bill. It now still awaits a vote from the Senate.
One of the activities hit hardest by the pandemic is fundraising for great causes. Much of that fundraising took place face-to-face and centered around big events. So people who are dedicated to groups such as Make-A-Wish are having to get creative. Kim DeGiulio shows us how one local woman is making it work.
This weekend was supposed to be the Make-A-Wish Foundation's annual bicycle tour. While the tour has moved to a virtual format, fundraising is still happening in order to make those children's wishes still come true. More than 400 people in southeastern Michigan will track their bike miles this weekend to participate in the first ever virtual Make-A-Wish Foundation bicycle tour. Among those participants is Julie Small and her friends.
So a total like 100 miles to do over the weekend.
Along with biking, she's raising money.
You have to get creative with fundraising. How am I going to raise this money?
She came across an organization that could turn donated shoes into cash.
We need 1,200 more pairs of shoes, and they will pick up the shoes. The shoes are sent overseas to places like Haiti and Nigeria, and then that organization, Funds2Org, will in turn send Make-A-Wish a check.
Julie's goal is to raise $1,200. However, she says because of the pandemic, collecting shoes has been tough.
People were just staying in their house and very uncomfortable with even giving us shoes.
But she's hopeful that people will donate through the weekend to not only help families overseas, but also grant wishes for children right here in Michigan.
When you see all these shoes, it makes even me as an individual realize how many pairs of shoes do I really need? And how could these benefit somebody else?
Julie and her friends will be collecting shoes at 2 drop-off locations this weekend, Saturday in Canton and Sunday in Lincoln Park. For more info on those locations, you can visit clickondetroit.com. In Canton, I'm Kim DeGiulio, Local 4.
All right, Kim. Working in a grocery store can be pretty intense these days, especially when some customers won't wear masks.
Coming up, you're going to meet one frontline hero who's setting an example for us all with her positivity. That's next.